So as I sit on my lawn today, I just paid attention to nature and how much I enjoy the sounds of nature, the rustling of the trees, the chuffing of the squirrels, the chirping of the birds, how it makes me feel when I listen to all of those sounds. It makes me happy. Smile a lot brighter. I've been working through some deep emotions, self realizations. Pretty interesting to look at life through different eyes. I've had a few near death experiences. There were times I even tried to the alternate of living myself in the past. And I now realize how incredibly sad I must have been, or how low I must have felt about myself and my value. That I wanted to remove myself from this plane. And I know now that that wasn't the best option. But in the time, that's what felt right. I wasn't emotionally well, nor did I have the support that I do now. But I'm thankful for this life that I'm living and the lessons I'm learning along the way, and teaching myself that if I can be kind to others, I should be just as kind to myself. And if I can express to others how they should have healthy, strong boundaries, that I too should have healthy, strong boundaries, and that shutting down to be able to process your emotions is not bad. It's just how I process. Most times, people have a misnomer that we all process the same, that we should be able to just address situations in the moment. But if you have a sensory processing issue, then you can't regulate your emotions as others might. And that's something that we have to consider. Not everyone is wired the same. And being kind to ourselves knowing our emotional, psychological, and physiological response is important and vital. I understand that having been abused emotionally, psychologically, financially, sexually, physically, did change how I processed information. Not only information, it also altered my way of communication. And now learning learning new ways to cope with past trauma and being a neurodivergent person and understanding that even remembering something that happened can feel as if it recently happened has been quite the revelation, because the mind cannot differentiate the past from the present. So it's like getting a cut and remembering the cut and feeling the cut happening as if it was fresh again. And for a very long time, I was extremely harsh on myself. And I'm like, why are you not over this? Why can't you get over this? And it was understanding my thought process and working through all of the trauma. And people say, well, I go to therapy and I should be over this by now. No, you cannot put yourself on anyone else's timeline on your healing journey, because it's individual. It's your own. It's you having to deal with all of the feels, all of the rumination, and learning coping mechanisms to not only deal with the thought process, but learning better tactics as to treating yourself better. And then I started thinking about offspring, children, and having them have witnessed so much and how it affects them and how they process and how they move forward with life. So, unlearning to relearn, yes, it is difficult, but no, it's not impossible. Yeah, those were my Monday meditations. Those were my internal realizations. And this is me being kind to myself and being allowed to be vulnerable and being able to feel my feelings and not be told you're too sensitive. Why are you crying? Is that a form of manipulation? And it's like, nah, bitch. It's not a form of manipulation. It's the first time in a long time that I've been able to feel feelings and be able to let them out and not feel guilty and not feel weak for doing so. It's being vulnerable and not feeling guilty for it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking part in my morning. And wherever you are on this globe, may you be safe. May your sanity stay intact. May you protect your peace. Stay safe.